folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to make a couple of key rings using some of the beads from our design challenge kit from SoftFlex Lovebug. I think these are going to be really cute. So let's turn down and we'll get them made. So here are packages with everything we need for two different key rings. What we have in this package is our large key ring, a ball head pin. It's not a ball head pin, it's just a regular head pin, which I am going to cut the head off because we need it to be an eye pin. So we've got this here, and then we've got another little split ring which will hook onto there as well as onto our ladybug connector. And then this is going to hook onto that, and we're going to have our little bead here, this conforming bead cap on this rondelle, and then this little love potion charm. So let's get this hooked together. We'll work on this one later. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wire, straighten it up pretty much. Then we're going to bend this over about, that should be fine. Then we will get our stepped bell making pliers, put it the smaller side up. Then we're going to bring this around, drop it down, bring her over, and we're going to leave a gap as we do this because we need to hook onto either the pink ladybug or we need to hook onto our little love potion, whichever you prefer to hook onto first. We're going to hook onto the love potion. There we go. And now I am going to hold on to this where the wires come together. And I'm going to tip this up some. And then we're going to get our other plier and we're going to wrap. And keep a good tight hold on this because it's going to try and wiggle. Since we're almost at the end of the wire, well, we are now, I did what I call the push me, pull me, and that is I was pushing the wire along instead of pulling it. Now you can see I've made a gap here, and I don't want that. So I'm going to first hold on to this and then push the whole thing back so that it's straight, and then we're going to tip it a little bit to this direction because it was going a little crooked that way. So there we go. Now we'll put on our big rondelle, our bead cap. Now this is a conforming bead cap, so you can squish it down as far as you want it, or not at all if you don't want it to squish very much. And then this pretty sparkly pink bead will go on the top of that. Now we want this to face the same direction, so we want our fold to come the same as this one. So up and over. And then we're going to put our bell making pliers in again. Up and around, bring her down, bring her over, leaving a gap and making sure she's straight up and down, which she is. Now we want this to feed onto here backwards because this is going this direction. We want our bug to go the same direction, so we need to feed it so that when it comes around, it goes the same direction. So now that we've got that done, we want to push our wires back together. And then take our second pair of pliers and wrap it up. Now in this instance, I don't think I'm going to be using all the wire. I think I will probably be having to cut it in just a moment as soon as I get this around just a little bit better. And we'll get in here as close as we can and cut that little bit off and then tuck it in. Okay, now that we've got this in, check to see for straightness. It looks good. And now for our final step, which is to put our jump rings together. Now this little jump ring is going to go, if I can get it apart. Now I do have some jump ring pliers. I'm not overly fond of them. I prefer just to use my thumbnail like I just did. Then we will get this connector into here and roll it around. Now I use split rings for my key rings because instead of irregular jump rings, because key rings tend to get a lot of bashing around, so to speak, and I would just as soon not put that pressure on a regular jump ring. So we're just going to put this on here. Oh, almost there. Come on, baby, just a teeny touch more. There we go. Hear that snap? So then we'll open up this jump ring and feed this jump ring on it. See how much simpler that goes on. And there we go. This pretty little key ring is finished. So now we'll start on our second one. So the second one is a little different, but it's not that different. We are going to, come on, everything come out of the little baggie. This is, of course, our key ring. And we're going to have this black heart. And below it is going to be this. And one of the red hearts. And above it is going to be this smaller disco ball and another red heart. And then we're going to have this be our little charm. Now this is about as long as I ever make a key ring. Usually I only use like 3 or 4 beads, or 3 and a charm, something like that. But this time we got to cut this head off, and I hope that I've got enough wire here. I should, but I won't be able to do very big winds, just like maybe 2 at the top at the most. And if you wanted to, you could use just a simple loop here. I'm going to go up and over and around, and we're not going to have much. I didn't leave us much to wrap with. We're going to put our heart on here, and then I will grab hold. I think I'm going to grab hold maybe with the flat nose. No, we'll use our regular. I'm going to get a second pair of the regular chain nose because this is going to have just a tiny bit of wrap on it, maybe just 1 full wrap. Oh, come on, you. Yep, just 1. Now, I did it this way because I have a lot more pieces to put on, but I like the security of a wrap, so we just did one little wrap. Heart, little ball, black heart, other ball, red heart. Now see, we don't have nearly as much wire as I normally have. So what we're going to do is we want that to match. So we want to just give it a tiny little bit of room up here when we bend. So over we go. Now we get our bell making plier out, put it in there, go up and around and over, and bring her down and over. Now this one, because we don't have a connector like the bug did, we can put this right on here, and I didn't leave it open. I should have left a little bit of a gap. So did I make enough? It would appear that that's a no, so we need it open just a little bit more. Put our split ring on here. Come on, baby, go on. There we go. We'll hold it with this set of pliers. Bring the wires together. And then we'll get that little bit of wrap done using our second pair of pliers. So this is going to be tough because it's just a small piece. So you may have to do the push trick. Out of the way. Now this is one of those times I actually even could have used even a smaller gap here, because we only have enough wire here for 2 wraps. Let's get this tucked in here good. So now we just have to open our split ring here and put this little split ring in it. Come on, let loose of my thumb. And then bring her around and over. And there she is, our second key ring. Flip this little heart over so you can see it better. There we go. There's our 2 key rings, all finished. Now, like I say, these are a little longer than I usually make them. I usually only make them 2 so that the charm sits about right here or right here. But I like these. I think they're good. So there we go. There's our 2 key rings using our SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit Lovebug. I think they turned out very cute. Though I think I may have to do a twist on this one, because I forgot that this one sits different than the other. See how it's coming right down here and it sits with our heart sideways? We don't want our heart sideways. So we are going to turn take hold and do a half turn. And now she is much closer. I think I still may need to do just a teeny bit more turn so that they are opposite, our two ends are opposite to each other. So there we go. Now see, it's much better. Though I like my hearts turned the other way so that we have the bright red showing here. Oh, you're being a turd. There we go. So there's this key ring. And here is this one. Oops, turn it so that your stuff is facing the right direction. So there's our 2 key rings all finished. As I said, this is using our SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit Lovebug. And this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.